G'day Ron, it's Kerry again here from Pacific Toyota Lexus Cairns. So what I'm going to do for you today, Ron, is a high definition virtual tour of our 2019 Toyota Landcruiser Kakadu that we have in stock in crystal pearl white. So what I would like to do, just make sure I can go through the interior, exterior of the motor vehicle as well too, and basically through the wheel arches, tyres and rims, and also through the features of the vehicle as well too, just to give you an idea what it actually has inside of it as well. And then basically just tell you a little bit more about the dealership here. So we're actually one of two pre-owned dealerships here, Ron, at Pacific Toyota. Basically the dealership we're standing on right now is at 77 Mulgrave Road. So we're actually based in the city. So that's the heart of the city of Cairns. I'm not too sure if you've been here, Ron, but that's about 1.5 kilometres away from us. Our second pre-owned yard is actually at 235 Mulgrave Road. And that's about 2 kilometres south of Cairns on the left hand side. Next to that is our franchise dealership as well too, Toyota and Lexus as well. Service and parts department just behind that. We own actually opposite Locker 4-wheel drive, and also Coral Motors that does all our pre-inspections on our vehicles. So as you can see in the background there, Ron, that's our big showroom floor. So it's 2 stories, that big grey building. So what I'm going to do right now, let's get straight into the vehicle itself and basically tell you a little bit more about this lovely 2019 Toyota Landcruiser Kakadu. So what I'm going to do right now, just going to go through the engine bay first. So let's go through the engine bay and just give you a look at how tidy and clean it is actually underneath here as well too there, Ron. Looks very smart, very clean, very tidy. Like I said, it's a privately owned vehicle. It's been looked after really well. It's been maintained through every Toyota dealership here down south. So what I'm going to do right now is just going to go through the front bar just to make sure there's no blemishes on the front bar itself. As you can see, it's got the front sensors down below that. You've got your fog lights with your chrome trimming around it. Also, when you're looking up onto your grille, you've got your chrome trimming around the grille. And if you get right to the badge itself, just underneath the badge is a camera as well too, so that will show you the front view camera. Go across the front of that front bar there. Also back up onto the bonnet just to see that lovely paint itself. As you say, it's got the crystal pearl paint right across the top. That's just a little bit of dirt, but otherwise than that, it is in great condition. There is no marking that I can see onto the bonnet. Just going to go through up onto the camera, just showing you the front windscreen itself. As you can see there, Ron. Just going to look down the left side of the vehicle now, Ron, and just give you an idea how clean and tidy that vehicle is. So I'm just going to run the camera straight down to the rear of the vehicle. You can see those panels are nice and straight. There's no ripples in it at all. You can see it's been looked after really well. Fantastic. What I'm going to do right now is just get the camera pointing up onto the rear spoiler and just go across the top of the rear spoiler. Just so there's no marking on there as well. Up onto the roof. Just get the camera going across the top of the roof as well too. You can see that it's fitted out with the sunroof, being the Kakadu itself, as you know. And then just basically onto the revision mirror. As you can see, got the blinkers in the revision mirror itself. Just around those doors are in great condition. Through the passenger side door, just to give you a look at the trim, you can see how tidy that trim is. Down onto the kick panel, you can see it's fitted out with the factory floor mats. Up onto the dash, you've got the chrome trimming around the dash with the wood grain as well too. Across the top of the dash, through the driver's side seat, as you can see, and then back through to the passenger side seat as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, just go down to the kick panel, just down onto the wheel arches, just go around the wheel arches just to see how clean and tidy underneath there is. Check on those tyres, they've got plenty of tread on those tyres, as you can see. No gutter ash on the rims. Down onto the kickboard again, back through the wheel arch or the rear side, go around the wheel arch. Fantastic. Checking the tread on the tyres, got plenty of tread there. The rims itself. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to open up the back rear door and just check the top of the rear trim as well. Down into the pockets, down into the kickboard, and back up to the back of the seats, across the seats itself, and back through to the middle row seats. Just going to pull this down in the middle side just to give you an idea how clean. There you go, cup holders as well. Push that back up. Okay, I'm just going to release that and get to the rear of the side. You can see how clean and tidy it's actually in the back. As you can see, I've got electronic things, so if you were to put your seat up in the rear, you got that as the option as well too. So it's all electric, just to give you a demonstration there. Fantastic. And then I'll just basically fold it back down again underneath. Fantastic, right? So I'm just going to fold those seats back up. Just go to the back of the rear of the tailgate now, and just make sure I check on the rear bar, just to make sure there's no blemishes on the rear bar itself. You can see the reverse cameras, reverse sensors, sorry, and then you've got the reverse camera on the back wheel carrier. I'll open up the rack door and just checking the trim on there. Like I said to you earlier before as well too, Ron, I just want to make sure there's no blemishes actually in the paint as well. But like I said to you, it's in great condition. You know, for a 2019, you know, it's been looked after really well, and it's been well maintained. So like, you got your panel controllers up there as well too, and that's all your electrics or your rear seats. Closing up the back tailgate now. Just going to get back onto the camera and just look down the driver's side as well too for you. All right, so I'll get to the closer to the blemishes on the paint, just to make sure there's nothing there. You can see that paint's in great condition. All right, just get that little bit more better view on this side. Get that camera on there a little bit more for you. Okay, looking around the wheel arch on the front side, driver's side. Very clean, very tidy. Looks like it's only done around town driving, to be honest here. Through the kickboards, back up through the wheel arch of the rear. And then having a look at the tyres. Like I said, it's got plenty of tread on the tyres. Checking the rims. Okay, just open up the passenger side rear door on the driver's side now. Checking the trim. We always pull the tow bar tongue off it, because we do get people, you know, they go wandering, so they do cost money. So we want to put them away and keep them nice and safe. Okay, open up the driver's side door now. So this is the main part of the driving side. You can see there is no wear and tear on that. You got your electric windows as well too. Also, you got your settings in your seats. So you got your first driver, second driver. Just below that there, your kick panel. Then you got your electric seats as well too, forward and back, as you know. And then basically back up onto the panel, push button start, folding electric mirrors as well too, as you can see, and then back up through the dash. Across that dash there, Ron, just going through the passenger side seat. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to jump in right now, push the button on, start the vehicle up. Very, very nice. It's pretty quiet. Okay, so looking at the speed odometer, 54,690 on the clock. Just before I go away from the steering wheel, I just want to make sure there is no blemishes on the steering wheel. So there's no bad perfections. You've got the wood grain effect on the steering wheel as well too, as you can see. Going around the steering wheel, down the bottom as well too. And then you've got your features, as in your Bluetooth, your voice recognition, and your volume controls. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have got your functions on your cruise control behind there, your adaptable radar cruise control, and your lane departure where I'm pointing as well too. Okay, having a look over the audio sound system, as you can see, I've got the camera on, just giving you a good look at the 360 camera. Also the view of the rear part as well too, and then basically put back into park, because I don't want to go anywhere. And then also I want to go down onto the bottom of the thing, and you see those little buttons here. You've got your park assist buttons, and then you've got your DPF, and then also your view camera. So if I put the camera back up there, that'll give me an idea on your view. So I was talking to you about the front camera. That's the front camera on it there. So if you were into parking, go forward, or someone was in front of you, you can actually look how far you're going to go in front of them as well too. You've got your sides on your mirrors as well too, so on both sides of the mirror, left and right. And then you go back at your camera. So as you can see, you've got also your air conditioning. So you've got your dual climate control, as you know. Also, you've got your speed controlling there. as well too, and then your dual. So if you want the rear aircon in as well too, you can actually press the rear aircon system. You want it over on as well too. So turning up that side is by turning that controlling up as well. You can start it from the front. Down, you got below there, you got your traction control, your second start, and then you got your adjustable suspension. So you can actually decrease the suspension down lower. So if you wanted to get lower on the suspension, you press that button and you watch the car go down. So if you want to increase the height of it, you can increase the height of it the rear. If you want it to low, you can lower it as well too. You've got all your four-wheel driving here, as in your hill descent, your muddy control, your crawling, and then your lock and center diff locks as well too. Four-wheel drive buttons here, switching over from high to low, as you know, and that's just your aircon unit, so changing your aircon as well as speeding. So below that as well too, as you can see, this has actually come out with the transmission box. As you can see, got your comfort mode, your normal, and your sports plus mode. Then you've got your air conditioning and your heated seats in your seats as well. So if you want air conditioning in your seats, you've got passenger and driver side. If you want heated seats, you can change it across and go back to heated seats. So it's up to you. Up here in far north Queensland, we would like to have it on air conditioning seats. Okay, it does come with a remote, but that remote is actually part of the DVD player. So if I get the camera and swing it around, you can see that there is a DVD player right up there. Just below that as well too, you also got your sunroof. As you can see, you got the sunroof up there, and all your controls for your sunroof is actually right here. So if you want to open that up, basically get that and give you a better view. So get the camera up, as you can see, around, fantastic, and then you can actually close that back up again. Nice. All right, Ron, I think it has come to the end of the video right now. I'm basically just going to jump outside the vehicle. I've sort of run through all the features in the car itself. I just made sure there is no blemishes on the paint. But thank you very much for your inquiry on our 2019 Toyota Landcruiser Prado Kakadu, done 56,000 Ks. Hopefully we can make you a proud owner, Ron. Thank you.